everybody, and good evening to you. It is just a little bit before 6 p.m. on Tuesday, March the 2nd. I already took a quick look at some of the comments, and folks are saying, hey, why are you going live? Well, guess what, you guys? It's a new thing we're going to be doing here at MyRadar to help get better connected to our user base and let you know that we are definitely minding the kitchen. We're letting you know if and when weather is happening, and even with it's not. But we got some things we hope will keep your interest here over these next couple of minutes. And of course, we always like to begin with that bread and butter, which is the MyRadar app. So you can see that here behind me. And actually, we're going to take it full, and we're going to look at a couple of things. So you can see that there's, let me just quickly go up here across the Great Lakes and the U.S.-Canadian border. There has been some snow moving here, but up in the northeastern states, if you live here, especially in New Hampshire or Maine, we are feeling your pain for you guys. We know that you woke up to temperatures 20 below zero with the wind chill, with driving blizzard conditions, things better there. But then we have a fair amount of weather here across the southeastern U.S. So you can see that as well. We're looking at a moderate to heavy showers anywhere through parts of the Florida Panhandle, through parts of South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. Nothing severe, so that's good news, but we're certainly keeping an eye on that as we head through today. A couple of these areas might try and get a little stronger. I'm going to show you that coming up in just a second. But you know, we're knocking on the door of severe weather season, and of course, there is no one better that can chase those storms better than our very own MyRadar's Aaron Jajak, and he is in the field. He will be on the road for the next couple of months, tracking severe weather, in particular tornadoes, tornadic thunderstorms, and he is in Springfield, Missouri. There is pretty nice weather, if I do say so myself. Lots of sunshine with Aaron, but definitely, Aaron, wanted to pick your brain. I know that you're going to be chasing here as we get going into spring season. Tell me, as you start out the season like this, what is your checklist? What are some of the things you do to get prepared for these weeks and months ahead?
Yeah, so it all starts with looking at the models and the forecast and kind of get an idea of when things are going to kick off. And obviously, as we approach these spring months, it's always going to be severe weather. But I like to get an idea of where that weather might be, where the hot spots might be. And it starts early on down in the Dixie Alley area. It moves into the plains as the season progresses. And then, of course, there's all my gear, my camera equipment and stuff that I got to make sure is in order, is capture those amazing shots for you all. Yeah, back to you, Leslie.
Yeah, Aaron, I think we lost your audio for a second. I can still hear you. So I think I dropped out for just a second. So I'm now standing in front of our big fast forecast map, but I wanted to hear a little bit more from you. So I know that you said that you'll take a look at some of the longer range models, but really when you're chasing storms, that's really a last minute thing, right? You have to be ready to roll at any time. And you told me this morning that you picked Springfield because it's kind of in the central of the country. And if you need to go either to the north, south, east, or west, you're pretty much set up to do so. Is that right?
Area, because that is, like you said, it is in the center part of the country, and it gives me a good opportunity to see how the storm's going to unfold. Is it going to start with some winter in Colorado, or is it going to be severe in Dixie Alley or the plains? And this is a very good central area to make that decision of where to go next. Back to you, Leslie.
All right, very cool, Aaron. Well, we are looking forward to seeing your video. We already got your video. We've been showcasing that this week and all the time when you give us your great video, the drone footage as well, some of the best you'll ever see out there. So Aaron, Jajak, if you're looking forward to talking to you more in these coming weeks, stay safe out there and get some good food. We want to hear about that too. Okay, Aaron. All right, you guys. Well, we are partners with the WeatherStem Network, and that is a great opportunity to also show you what's going on across the country. So we're going to take a look at Fitzgerald, Georgia. This is where there has been some weather today. And as you take a look at the WeatherStem camera here, you can definitely see there is some raindrops on the lens and some dark skies as well. This has, again, been one of those areas that we've been focused in on, those stronger storms today. But we also have been looking here in Florida, where the MyRadar studios are. Now, we're in Crestview, Florida, next at the FAMU University campus. This is the College of Pharmacy, and here too you can see of course some dots on the lens there from the raindrops, and there has definitely been a fair amount of weather in that area as well. So let's take a look at some of the weather that's happening maybe where you live. We're going to begin with, again, some rainy weather in Claremont, Florida. That's just to the west of the MyRadar studios. We're in downtown Orlando, and Claremont is in Lake County, but boy, did the skies open up here. Lots of rain, and earlier today there was also some lightning storms, so we've been tracking that here in the Sunshine State. But also, you guys, we could not talk about spring weather unless we had the full gamut. So rain, storms, sunshine where Aaron was, but yeah, look at this, near blizzard conditions. As I mentioned, there was this nasty scene in Plymouth State University in New Hampshire this morning. Temperatures were running well below normal, and the National Weather Service there says that this morning's temperature in this area of the country, and I believe we have Maine next in Caribou, was actually going to be the coldest high temperature in the last 2 days. They were expected to get to around 5 degrees Fahrenheit for their high today. That will break their record of 3 degrees Fahrenheit from about 2 years ago. So even though spring is just officially started, the meteorological spring is officially started, it is still quite cold out there, you guys. And we feel for all you guys in the Northeast. We know we have it pretty lucky here in Florida, but we get the trade-off in the summer when we have to deal with the hurricanes. All right, you guys, let's talk about what's going on. Again, we'll kind of focus in on all this, kind of put a little bow on everything for you. So we're going to start a look at the Southeast. I've got 5 radars up, and you can see those. As you take a look here, we've been focused in across, again, these southern states where there's been some heavier rains in parts of Mississippi, Alabama, and into even the Florida Panhandle and into southern Alabama as well. So as we head into today, you guys, that's where we're going to be focused as we get into these next 24 hours or so. So we'll keep an eye on this. I do think the potential is there for some of these storms to get stronger as we head in time. So we'll see how that all plays out. I've got the velocity mode on as well. I just wanted to quickly take a look at this and see if there is any weather out here to deal with, but currently not the case. So it looks much better for this area of the country, but still have a fair amount of weather to deal with. So we're good with moderate weather as we head into the rest of today, but I do think we could see some of these stronger storms tonight perhaps, and maybe into Wednesday, and that's going to be the telling factor as we head through these next 24 hours or so. So in terms of the weather risk, well, yeah, it's out there, but it's pretty low. The the Storm Prediction Center only has this at really less than a slight chance of dealing with severe thunderstorms. So just a marginal risk in that area you see shaded in green. And generally speaking, that's going to be, of course, more the straight line winds, maybe some hail, and maybe some heavy downpours as well. But in terms of thunderstorms, probably not today that will be severe. But of course, we're going to keep you updated on that as well. So let's take a look at the future cast, because there's other areas around the country that are dealing with weather. And as we look down the road here, as we get into tomorrow and Thursday, yes, more snow. If you were headed here for spring break officially now underway. You've got good snow here across the resorts, moving into the Denver area, up into parts of Vail, and then even into Wyoming. They've been dealing with a lot of snow and very chilly weather over these last couple of days, and that will stay with us as we head through these next couple of days. All right, here's a look at the Southeast and the national perspective. And again, moderate to heavy rains across the Southeast through today. The rest of the country kind of getting a little bit of a break as we deal with a break in the weather patterns. But again, this time of the year, these storms that fire along the southern jet stream can produce these severe storms. So that's what we're watching. Snow on the ground. Boy, what a difference from about 10 days ago when we had snow on the ground all the way through Texas. Now it's primarily in places we used to see at this time of the year, through the western states, Utah, Colorado, Idaho, and into Wyoming. Again, we're getting a lot of fresh powder here up in the upper Great Lakes and along the U.S.-Canadian border. Also seeing a fair amount of snow. In terms of winter impacts, not too many. So that's looking better. This was a really colorful map just last week when there was high or moderate impacts from all that ice and that nasty weather that we were dealing with, that big winter storm about 2 weeks ago. But just a real minor stuff here. You can see through the states that generally get the snow, not anticipating a lot here. Here's a look at the current temperatures. Normally we show you the daytime highs, but these are actually the live temperatures in this area of the country. So 50 degrees in Chicago right now, 50 for Lansing, Michigan. Temperatures up in the Northeast, 30s, 40s, and 50s here. Again, a very cold start with that wind chill, sub-zero. It should get better, but it's not going to be much better tomorrow. Temperatures across the mid-Atlantic, 60s right now, 50s as well. 60 for Richmond, 64 in Charlotte, North Carolina at this hour, 54 over in the South Carolina area. 70s and 60s are our current temperatures as we head into the next couple of days. 66 for Shreveport, 68 for Houston. Western states expected to be, again, in these relatively mild temperatures. It's just the opposite of what's normal. Usually this is the cold spot. Western states are above normal. Eastern states are below normal. That's going to kind of go topsy-turvy, which is common in the month of March, by the way. And then we've got some nice weather through LA, a little chilly for you guys, 59 degrees. And we're looking at temperatures in the 60s and 50s across the northern tier of the U.S. All right, here's our forecast map. And as we head through tonight, relatively quiet, and you guys might hear a train here in a second. Try to talk over this guy. It's pretty hard to do. We're in downtown Orlando, so we have lots of trains that come through here, our tri-rail system. That one was pretty quiet. Sometimes they're pretty loud. But anyway, here's what's going on as we head through tomorrow and the next couple of days. There's our next storm system that we're watching as we head through these next 24 to 36 hours. In the meantime, the weather picture looking pretty good. All right, you guys, guess what's coming up? You ready to lose some sleep? You got a little time. And speaking of time, we're going to spring forward on March 14th. This is going to happen at 2 a.m. That's when you lose an hour of sleep as we turn those clocks forward. Not this weekend, you guys. We have one more weekend, but on March 14th, we will be doing so. And that's actually my daughter's birthday. I just thought of that. Wow. All right, you guys. The other thing we want to let you know about is coming up in the next couple of weeks. Severe Weather Week, of course, fresh on everybody's mind. Well, guess what? We will have a special in the app as well as along our social media platforms to let you know what you need to do to get ready for severe storm season. It will be about 5 days. We'll have interviews, we will have some live content as well, and we also will have some educational content on how to stay safe and ahead of these storms. So be looking for that content. It should be a 5-day series that will start in a couple of weeks. We hope to bring that to you either in the middle of this month or the end of this month, because of course severe weather season, we're really already there, officially kind of knocking on the door. And then of course I wanted to talk about Feel Good Friday, you guys. Even though today is Tuesday, everybody likes good news and loves to see cute and fun things. Well, we've got a skier here that was doing all he could to stay on the rails, if you will. This is in Oregon, and he was having a big time there, and I think he's snowboarding. I actually thought he was skiing, but I think that looks like a snowboard. So nonetheless, taking full advantage of winter. This was actually last winter, it wasn't this year, but it was such a great video, I decided to include it. And we would encourage you that if you have a video that will put a smile on somebody's face or puts a smile on your face, please tag us and let us know, because we would love to showcase that in our Feel Good Friday segment that runs during the fast forecast, and that is on Fridays. All right, you guys, I think that is going to do it for now. I certainly appreciate you guys sticking with us. And again, we wanted to just let you know that we are going to be doing these live updates for you throughout the foreseeable future. Doesn't necessarily have to mean bad weather is on the way, just to let you know what we're tracking and what you can expect to see on our social media pages and in the fast forecast as we prepare for that. I'm preparing for that as we speak, and we'll have a fresh one for you early tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. for those of you that are up early. All right, you guys, don't forget to check us out on our social media pages. You can see all of our handles right there below. Super easy to follow us. We would love for you to do that. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Like our videos, it really helps us out. We are trying to boost our coverage there on the YouTube channel. It's all across all our channels, but we would love for you to support that one as well. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for now. It is currently 6 o'clock or right near there Eastern time. I hope you have yourselves a fantastic Tuesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow with your fast forecast. Thanks for watching.